mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wait, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
All my friends coming with all they friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they were ringing him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Jackson. Goes right back to McBride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
180! That's hot!
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready, go. Let's go.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You look at this Baltimore defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
18 Cardinal.
Ward. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, then this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tank Dell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down confusion. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Trey McBride, the target on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trim in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you have to say that they've underachieved.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Jackson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Yo.
And Jackson throwing once more. This is taken in by McBride. And he's going to be touched down here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let go.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Chiefs at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
To throw, here's Ward. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And just shutting him off there. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
10. Viking 18.
Ward off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. That one complete to Tonjes. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
19 target. Set up. Ready, right?
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
First down and goal to go.
The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
On the double. Ready. 70 Lions. Ready.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. Youth now for the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Chiefs 14, Ravens 3. Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Come on. No.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Given 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
13.
On 3rd down, Harvey. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Once more with Harvey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Jackson now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Go! Cowboy 80.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Play action. It's Jackson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now it's Jackson. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Jackson. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Defensively put it forward with a tackle there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Ready. Bronco 80. Ready.
To throw is Ward. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Throwing now, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Viking 18. Ready.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
They try again with Montgomery. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Tag. 70 Timberwolf. Ready. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Jackson. So that's complete to Cooks. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Baltimore first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Ravens.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Marshall. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Trey McBride as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Fulton. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On play action, Ward. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he goes out right around the 39.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Here we go. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Throwing is Ward. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
13.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. For the start of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Unlock Lions. No. Hey, check that. Here we go. Cougar 19.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Tap the 60.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd down and 6.
Come on. 19 Tiger.
Here's Ward. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ready! 60 Eagles! Ready!
They go play action with Ward. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Tag! 70 Lions! Ready?
Off the play fake, Ward. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate record he's been throwing the football. We're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short one here, caught by McBride. Look at the big man rumble. He's on his way. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 from the 9. It looks like they'll move things around here. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Toss left side for Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Fulk connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Fulk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Okay,
now it's 2nd and 10. Looking for the outright. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards there for number 15.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Liking it.
Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a second down and 4.
Get it. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Play action now. Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
18 Cardinal, 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. And remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark. Best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Fix the eagle. Let go. Huh. Ready, go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 16. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
I think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Jackson going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
So first and 10 now from the 30. On the give, it's Harvey. And running scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Lamar changing the look. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he's free at the 35. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down. A gain of 42 yards on the play. And the Ravens first down.
In motion right is Wilson. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Jackson. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Folks' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 8. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Cougar 19. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. Open man is Hill. He's got it. But out across midfield down to the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8.
Lions. Ready.
Throwing now, Ward. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Wiggle maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Able to get this one, McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards there on a first down.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the toss, here's Harvey. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. R.J. Harvey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Chiefs 24.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Come on.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that's a good start right there. This game's changed pretty dramatically in the last few minutes. So now these guys are forced to play from behind here. And that's a positive first step towards claiming this lead right back.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
They'll
give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Ready.
They go play action with Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Ward. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal. 60 Vikings. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly. Got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10.
Go! Cougar 19. Let go.
Ward to throw once more. That is an incomplete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Now Montgomery running right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. David Montgomery, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
27. Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. This is caught. It's close. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 70 yards. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Folk connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. A beautiful fake. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let's go.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
Ward off the play fake. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
60 Bison, 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Ready?
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ready?
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Ready? Bronco 80. Ready?
Now Ward. That one complete to Hill. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
My dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Liking it.
Here's Ward. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now 1st and goal.
Here we go. Shot. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Check out.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down and goal coming up here.
Check. Let's go.
It's a quarterback sneak. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
Tight end on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big 2nd half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds.